Hi, fourth graders. We are doing ELA Buzz 29 and 30 today. Let's get started. So the first one says order the steps from first to last by writing the numbers 1 through 3 on the lines. Then it says to underline the transition words or phrases that show the sequence. The word sequence means like to put something in order. And you can see the word order up here as well. All right, so it starts with after that, they are shipped by ground, air, or sea. Then, finally, they arrive at their destination. To start, items are packed securely. So if I was trying to figure out which one goes first, second, or third, I would look at the transition words and think, which one makes sense as a starting point or going first? Well, right away, I see to start, comma. So to start, comma, you underline that because it says to underline the transition words. It says underline the transition words, and to start would be it. So to start is like another word for first. So that would be number 1. So then we need to figure out what goes second or third. After that, they are shipped by ground, air, or sea. Then finally, they arrive at their destination. Well, the word finally comes from the word final. This would be third. It's the last one. So that leaves the first one here to be number 2 after that. So it would be start. To start goes first. After that is like next or second. Then finally. The key word there was finally. If it would have just been then it could have been second. But it was then finally. Finally means final. So 2, 3, 1 would be the order. Okay, the root port means to carry. This is actually going to come up in your social studies units. When you talk, I don't know, is it Native Americans or your Midwest, something, because they'll talk about to portage, I think portage or port. I remember teaching it when I taught social studies years ago. So just so you know, this word will come up in social studies. It's when they had to carry a canoe from one body of water to another. And it was like portage, I think, is what it was called. So this will come up in social studies. But port means to carry. So give a definition for the word portable that makes reference to its root and its suffix. Okay, so its root word is port. That means to carry. So the word portable, this is the root word. It means to carry. Able, this is called the suffix. The suffix comes at the end of a root word. Able means you're able or you can do something. You can do something. So portable means to carry. Able means you can do something. So you can carry or you're able to carry something. So if something is portable, you are able or you can carry it from one place to another. Okay, so what would I say about this? So we'll just say, give a definition for the word portable. I would say able to be carried. That would be a definition for it. Portable, you can move it from one place to another. So it just says give a definition. All right, I'll move up here for these ones first. Fill in the blank after choosing the correct spelling from the box. Although they used to be made of wood, most crates today are made of metal. You have either crates or crates. First of all, just think which one looks right. Which one looks like something you've maybe seen in a book before. In this case, it's CR, not KR. It's CR. CR is a blend that makes that K sound. So, crates. And if you don't know what a crate is like a box
Like those giant
for carrying something.
like those giant
Yes, it's okay. All right. Add commas to make the sentence correct. Some things, so we're adding commas. Some things that impact is another word for effect, affect the price of shipping. Shipping means to like ship something, to have it sent from one place to another. Some things that impact the price of shipping are the weight of the goods, the distance the goods must travel, and the speed of delivery. So there are 3 things that are in here, like a list of 3 things, and you put commas in between. Some things that impact the price of shipping are, first, the weight of the goods, comma, the distance the goods must travel, comma, and the speed of delivery. This is fanboys right here. It's a coordinating conjunction. It's a coordinating conjunction. We have the price of shipping. Oh, I forgot to add one then. Oh, sorry. Back it up. Okay, the weight of goods is the first one. Why is this not doing this? The weight of the goods is first. The distance the goods must travel is second. And the speed of delivery is third. So there's a list of 1, 2, 3 things, and you put a comma between each of them. So now you're not just doing like, I need to go to the store to buy eggs, comma, milk, comma, and cheese. Now you're doing a phrase, like 3 phrases with commas. Okay. And then circle the pair of homographs. Then give a definition for when it is used as the indicated part of speech. Then should have a comma after it. They always forget that. So if you're wondering what a homograph is, a homograph, we can break it down. Hom means same. Graph means right. It means it's written the same. It's spelled the same, but it has different meanings. So in this case, it says, although you can ship smaller goods by plane, international companies mostly send large or bulk goods by ship. So you look at which word is spelled the same. You have ship and ship. But they mean different things, or they're used in different ways. In this case, one of the ships is a noun and one of them is a verb. Remember, a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea, and a verb is an action or something someone does. So although you can ship, or you can use a word like send, this is an action. So since this is an action, you would put ship down here. It means to, like the word ship in this case means to send. It means to send something somewhere. I go to UPS to send my Amazon return back. And then it says, international companies mostly send large or bulk goods. Goods are like items. by ship. This is a noun. This is like a boat. A ship is another word for a boat. So in this case, it's a large boat. I'm going to say a large boat. There are actually these like huge, gigantic boats that are ships that carry goods. All right. Awesome. Last page. Hopefully we have time for it. There's a paragraph. Sunil was a happy, outgoing boy. He had tons of friends. He was polite to everyone and never lied to them. He always did his homework and he always did his chores. Parents and teachers all said the same thing. Sunil's a great kid. Sunil was also newly 10, so he's your age. His whole family had come to town and they'd had fun all weekend. They went to water parks, mini golf, the movies, everything. That's why Sunil woke up Monday morning with a gasp. He'd forgotten all about his science project. Circle the part of the story shown. Was this the beginning of the story, the middle, or the end? Well, you can tell that it's the beginning because we're just learning about the character and we're getting into the problem. The beginning of the story will often tell you the setting, the character, and the problem. And you're going to learn that for Module 2 when you have to write your own stories. The beginning of your story should have the setting, the character or characters, and the problem. That's always going to be the beginning. So then it says, which piece of evidence shows that it's the part of the story? So what of these show that it's the beginning? This setting shows it's a Monday. Okay, I don't disagree with that. I think that is sort of true. The main character forgot his homework. Okay, that's the problem. This is the setting. And the main character is introduced. So which one of these shows that it's part of the story? It's that part. Which one shows that it's the beginning? I think you can make the argument that it's all of them because you need character, problem, and setting all in the beginning. So in my heart, I'm telling you it's all three, but I know the answer they're looking for is going to be the character is introduced. So, because you can have a setting and you can have a problem, but in order to have a problem, you have to have a character. In order to have a character, you got to have a setting where they're located at. So the main character is introduced is the answer. However, I'm going to tell you that I would be okay if you circled all three because all three should be at the beginning in the first place. But it really does start with having a character. That really is the first thing. You want to introduce your character really early in your story. The setting kind of comes into play then too, and the problem comes after the character is introduced. What can you infer the plot of the story will be about? The plot is like the events of the story. So what is the plot of the story? What can you infer? What can you guess with evidence? Learning what Sunil did for his birthday? No, we already know what he did. He said it. Sunil finding a way to finish his science project? Well, we do know that's the problem, so the solution would be trying to figure out what he's going to do about it. Sunil lying and trying to stay home sick. Oh, I mean, he could choose to do that, but do we have any evidence that says he's going to? No, we don't know what he's going to do. So really, his big issue is he's got to find a way to finish his science project. Maybe he's going to stay home sick and finish it and just say, come back the next day. But he probably will find a way to finish. Circle the compound words. Compound words are when they have two words that are put together, like an addition sentence. Everyone. You push that together to make everyone. Home is a word. Work is a word. When you put them together, it's homework. project and forgotten are not two separate words pushed together. So it's everyone and homework. Every plus one, push them together, you got everyone. Home, work, put together, homework. Forgot and 10. Okay, so technically you can put forgot and 10 together to make forgotten. However, forgot and 10, the number 10, have nothing to do with each other. Whereas homework is work you do at home. Everyone includes every one person, every single person. So the meaning comes from the two words put together. That's what a compound word is. When two words come together to make a new meaning. Add quotation marks. Can I have more time to work on it? Sunil asked. Okay, this is what he said. This is the tag. Right here is the tag. All of this is the dialogue. So you put quotations around this. Can I have more time to work on it? Question mark. Sunil asked. That's what he asked. Circle the correctly ordered adjectives that complete the sentence. Sunil feels awful about his science forgotten project or forgotten science project. When you're doing ordered adjectives, remember, which is what I taught you, that fourth graders have to be able to order adjectives in their correct order. Start with what sounds good. In this case, it's not science forgotten, it's forgotten. What did he forget? Science project. So forgotten science project. And finally, add a prefix. Pre means before. An affix is something that is added to a word to give it meaning. To the base word is another word for root word, to turn it into its antonym. We talked about antonym. Ant means not, or in this case, opposite. So approve, what would be the opposite of approving something? It would be disapprove. Disapprove. To disapprove means to not approve. Thank you very much.